Hello there and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Ants. So today we're trying something a little bit different. We're trying out OrbusVR, which is a VR MMO style game. So immediately my hands seem a little bit, I can't get my arms straight there and they are wildly different. Well, they're okay when they're on me, it's just on the character, so it's just a mirror thing, that's fine. So, some sort of MMO VR game. I have heard about this before, I was looking out for it anyway, but thankfully, and thank you very much, someone from the development press team contacted me and asked if I'd like to try it out. So I should say that I didn't actually pay for the game. It was donated to me by the company, but that's amazing. So thank you so much to those people. Like I said, I did actually already have it in my targets. Because I'm a relatively small, we'll get to the keyboard in a second. Because I'm a relatively small YouTuber, I don't often get a lot of people come along and offer me free things. So to have something that I've already been keeping an eye on and I was already quite excited about anyway was a really nice little touch. So the keyboard, as you can see, it's this touch typing keyboard thing. It seemed to work okay there. When I started typing, I said we'd come back to it. It does this thing, oh, you can see it there, look. So you got to hold down the trigger button to make a pointing finger, and then sometimes it seems to work fine, and then other times it goes into that sort of claw mode and it won't let you type like that. And it's a little bit finicky, but I don't think you have to use it very often. But that's so far the only mild issue. So Man of the Ants, we will stay pasty white because here we go. Look, see, it's been a little bit weird. You have to kind of let go of the. Oh, you just sort of pointed it. Yeah, we'll go with pasty white because I'm a pasty white person. Can't go any whiter than that. Eyes? No, way too pretty. Ooh, hello. Pretty, tired, green. So let's go with 7. I don't really have ginger eyebrows, I should point that out. But I am always tired, so that works. Ooh, scowly. Number 1 didn't do scowly eyes, did they? Oh, they kind of did. Theirs looks a lot happier, but we'll stick with 7 and his scowly eyes. Mouse style? Go with 3. Let's go with 3. So it's bold, head of hair, slightly longer again. Like buns, ponytail. Like chin length. Bold. What's going on at the back there? That's weird. 12. And that's 12. Let's go with, is it that one I was looking at as the kind of chin length one? Yeah, because it's after. Let's go with 7. Let's go with 7. Hair colour. Brown, slightly lighter brown, blonde, grey. Suddenly look like an old lady. Immediately look an old lady. Very red first. We'll go with, thank you. Oh no. We'll go with, there we go. We'll go with brown. We'll keep it nice and neutral. And let's create our character. Say our character. It's my character. Let's create my character. Man of the Ants, log in. If you aren't going to play this, you should know that you do need to, that's how I had to experience the keyboard before, you need to log into the game in VR. So if you don't have an account, I'd recommend you go to the website, which I think is just orbusvr.com, but I haven't forgotten, so just put Orbus into Google and Google will tell you where it is. And I'd recommend making your account on there just so it saves you a little bit of VR style type, at least you can just use a keyboard then, which I imagine would be a little bit easier. Well, I say I imagine. I know, it's definitely a little bit easier. So the game, I think, is pretty much developed by, it's either a very small team, I think it started by one person who was just sort of messing around with the casting mechanism the game uses, which is kind of like you draw runes on the screen in front of you.
The procession of foul knowledge and
we'll get to that in a second. We'll listen to this guy.
I do.
He looks interesting.
I have seen the wandering minds of men.
Have you now?
Cast morality to flaming coal and step forward into the abyss.
The abyss, you say? Interesting.
There are places out there in the dark.
In the dark.
And in the dark, the great ones of chaos slither and writhe, twisting in their eternal slumber neath the cosmic sky. Those who now lie dead, forbidden, once crossed over.
It's a very serious artwork style compared to the in-game graphic style, isn't it?
Parasites sucked scum from the essence of gods. They founded the words of power and blasphemed against our holy mother of peace.
How dare they?
Their
How dare
ambitions
they?
brought forth damned technologies and corrupted hearts. And so, we rode against these tragic men of knowledge and burned them.
To the ground?
Endless night.
Oh, into an endless night. Oh, I like that.
From the
We
ashes,
burn them into an endless
thou
night.
saw a grand nation rise and restore the holy goddess to our fragmented world. Thou saw the good that came from order, didst thou not?
Thou didst.
And that order rose and grew, spread across the nations, brought forth faith and piety. We forbid the utterance of selfish power, and here thou stands, a child of this restored world, brought back from the precipice of corruption. Thou art free.
I feel like you're saying thou too much.
Sacred rule. Follow thy holy mother.
Follow thy holy mother. Okay, so. Just speak at me, wave your hand at me in greeting. That's a nice little touch, I like that. Just the game, as I was saying, was essentially... Oh my god, I'm going to itch my nose. I'm so sorry if that call was picked up on the mic. It was developed by one guy. He was working on just a random sort of VR casting system. Like I say, you sort of draw the runes in the air. So, you know, I don't know, draw a H for a fireball or something. Oh my god. Critical error, your touch battery is low. So I guess we'll deal with that as well while I'm whittering on. So he started designing this kind of magic casting system, and then thought, what kind of game could I develop with this magic casting system? And then sort of had a bit of think about it, and thought, well, no one's actually done a VR MMO game particularly yet. I think there are others in development now, but I think at the time, he was pretty much, there wasn't really any even in development that he was aware of. So that's what he started doing. He started building his own VR MMO, and here we are. So, what is this? Oh, that's cool. So that's like a little, like a map, like a compass. It's a horn. That's nice. Hello, horn. Just the once? Just the once. Okay. We have our pickaxe. So far... Oh, my lord. Yeah, okay, I'm glad that came back. So far, so happy. So it is teleport, which is immediately frustrating. Can we change that in the options? Oh, locomotion. Looks like we can. Oh, teleport and slide. Yes, please. Choose what determines the forward direction when sliding. I would have thought the controller would be best. Yep. Turn in and strafing. Choose what your joystick touchpad to do on the X-axis. I would... Ooh. Probably want strafe, don't I? I think I want strafe. I'd like to have both, to be honest. I'd like to have strafe on one and rotate with the other. Oh, it says that. Oh my god, it says that. Left strafe, right turn. So I'll have that. Awesome. Happy with the locomotive. Come on now. See, this is what I mean with it being a little bit finicky. It won't let me. It won't. It's just not going to let me do it. Come on now. Go down. There's other stuff. I can see there's other stuff. There we go. Vertical controller direction. Should pointing your controller up or down while using sliding affect the speed at which you travel? Ooh, yeah, I think we used that a little bit in something, so we'll say yes to that. There's nothing else there. What was in the general ones? I got too excited about locomotion. If you find yourself stuck in the world, you can teleport. Okay, that's nice. Nice little bug fix. Don't allow friendly attacks. I'm fine with that. Menu gesture. If enabled, you can point your finger and swipe down to open the player menu. That might get in the way. I assume there's a reason that's denied by default. We'll leave all of that enabled. In fact, no. Enable broadcast and voice chat to other players. No, because I'm probably going to be whittering away a lot. So if there are other people around, they probably don't want to hear me just talking randomly about the game. So let's turn that off. Graphic settings. Ultra, please. Thank you very much. Show helm. Enabled, I guess. Help signs, yes. Enable movies, yes. At least for now. And oh my lord, look at all this. This is good, isn't it? I do still kind of look like an old lady in that picture. My arms seem to sort out their length though, which is nice. So it has some sort of arrow. I have a sword. How do I get this stuff? I've got a gun. Oh my god. So this is all. It all looks really good, doesn't it? Party messages, options. What's this do? Well, this is just the player menu that it was on about. What did I do to get there? It was X or B on the controllers. A and Y is teleport. Obviously now I have... Oh, I love it. Love it. And then the grip and the trigger seem to do pretty much the same thing. So do I? Yes. So your right shoulder is your sword. Happy with that. Going to move back from my desk just to make sure I don't do anything stupid. Let's put that back. Left shoulder? Left shoulder is my shield. Can I put it back? Yes. So where? If that's my shield, and I have not got a shield equipped. That's confusing, isn't it? Is it like a default shield? How do I put stuff on? Or is this not my stuff? Oh, that's a shop. No, because that's on my backpack. Weight 3 or 45. How do I select this stuff? I'll tell you what, before we just faff around doing nothing, let's talk to this guy here. He's going to continue our training. Hello. Welcome, man of the Antz. Best be started. We train until the flame of a guardian sparks inside you, but we must be quick. The festival approaches. Nothing like the clash of two mighty blades. Swords were made by good men to defend the weak, but with such sharp teeth one must know when to bite. You have very tiny feet, mate. To unsheath your weapon and shield, reach behind your head with your hands and press the grip buttons on your controllers. Step towards the dummy to begin your lessons and return to me after you've defeated your foe. Unsheath your sword and best be sure to keep your shield out of the way whilst you strike. So you don't have to hold the grip buttons once they're out. I'm assuming these are some form of special abilities, not that I know already how to use them. Where's the dummy? He's not a dummy. Where's the dummy? Ah, that dummy. Right. Okay. Ha! 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 So there's a mild, just a small delay between you sort of hitting and it registering. Which I think is there to kind of stop you just doing that, which, what was it I played? It's Killing Floor? Killzone? Killing Floor. The zombie-ish one, where you could just do that with your weapons and it absolutely mauls people. So, anyway. So you can get your shield in the way. Doesn't seem... Oh, hello, there we go. You can hit your own shield somehow then. Although I don't think I actually have a shield. I think that's just where a shield would be, so I don't think I have a shield. I would like to know how I'm supposed to do... Oh. Oh, he's done. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to do those, but it doesn't matter for now. Oh, and that tells me where there's something around. Oh, hello! That's clever. I like that. Welcome to your player journal. This magical book contains information you've gathered on your journey through OrbusVR. Its magical properties allow it to automatically update through your journey. You can also gather information from the world to store in it, such as rubbings from ancient ruins or pages from other books. That's nice. So that was our quest. Equip your small shield for increased damage output with decreased shield protection, or equip the large shield. Oh, that's nice. So we can do some sort of provoke. Left, right, up. Okay. Oh, left, up, left, right. Oh, this is nice. I'm liking this so far. This looks really good. Left and right reverse. It's in your other hand. Things and more points, more damage, or more attacking. Musketeer weapon interface. Which we're able to use. How do I use them though? That's the question. Dying, your home, looting, all sorts of stuff. How do I close you? Do I just ignore you and then oh, I guess we just ignore you because I still have this and I can still get you back. Yeah, so I guess we just ignore you. We'll just put you down there. We'll just put you down there. Job done. Let's return to this dude. Hello. Don't neglect the use of your shield, which will block an enemy's attacks if you hold it in front of your body. But do not cower behind when trying to attack. Many a fighter has been slain because they did not realize that their shield would also block their own attacks. Defeat the red tail in the arena and prove to me you are worthy of a guardian cape. Goodbye. So I still don't think I actually have a shield, and I still am not entirely sure. Ah, did it come up then? Ah, how do I... There? No. What's this? Teleportation device, okay. What's this one? Frost orb. Stop it. I want to put a shield in. Why can't I put a shield in? Where does it go? There? Is that a shield? No. Why can I not put a shield in? Oh, it went in there then. I think I took it off again. So the menus are a little finicky. Haven't quite... Oh, no, it doesn't want to go in there. I don't understand. I do not understand. Genuinely don't understand. Is it because I'm in training mode, maybe? I don't know. Okay, well, let's go kick the crap out of this little thing. You will let me in there. Settings tab, nearby player's inventory social tab. To gather loot off the ground, by holding the grip button on your controller once held to display a tooltip from what's inside. Place the loot behind your head and release the grip button. You can view your inventory at any time by going to the menu. To view information about your inventory, hover your pointed finger over the item for a few seconds. This will bring up a tooltip with useful information about each item. Okay. Let me inside there. There we go. So I can kick the crap out of this little thing. Oh, you little bugger. I still don't think I've got a shield, so I don't think that's doing anything. But it's okay, because we're kicking his ass. Kicking his ass. How do I... Come here. Have I... Or minor shard, it says up there. Well, I'll have a minor shard. Thank you. Let's get rid of that shield. Ooh. Oh, I like the way it kind of slowly expands out. Was that just because I was moving at the time? It might be. It might be. Let's get rid of that. Hello! In the War of the Dandelion, the soldiers would chant, "Beware the singing whistle." Once amidst the fray, I heard a swift shriek and a stout pop before a flood of red. Had I moved fast enough, perhaps the song wouldn't have ruptured my ear. Be wise to learn this deadly music yourself. What? Get out your bow and play me a tune. To access your player menu, press the menu button on your controller. Hold down the trigger button to go to the backpack. Press on the bow icon, followed by the sword icon on the left to switch weapons. This one? Yes. If you're right-handed, you probably want to put your bow in your left hand. Oh, okay. Which I am, so I do want it in my left hand. Okay, I got it. You also have ability arrows which you grab from your belt using the grip button when your basic arrow is in your hand. Ooh, okay. Feel the wind, trust your instincts, aim at that dummy and let loose your own melody. Don't forget to reach behind your head and unsheath your arrow so you can shoot. Ah, you have to go behind your head. Okay. Where's this, That dummy. Okay. Ah, now I'd say that is in the wrong hand, wouldn't you? Let's put that back again. Let's pop into the menu. Move that over there. So that is actually my left hand. It's just mirrored. Oh, because you can see, because that's the hand that's moving. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. All right, let's do that. Let's pop back a bit. He's only there. So you need to reach behind you to grab an arrow. And then what? All special arrows. Shuriken type thing. Then what do we do? Ah, then you press the trigger on the arrow hand. It charges up. No idea if that's even going... Oh, it wasn't bad, was it? Ooh, oh, I got him. I got him. Okay, let's go a little bit closer because we were doing that for absolutely ages otherwise. The further back you draw your bow, the more powerful and further the arrow will go. Equip your ability arrows from your inventory to tailor each fight to your own playstyle. Hitting smaller targets from further away will fill your precision orbs faster. Ooh, okay. Chaining together hits on a target with no misses will fill your super ability bow faster. To use the ranger trap, use your arrow hand to grip and throw the trap on the ground. But any damage inflicted to the trapped monster will cause the trap to break. Okay, so I guess this is a trap type thing. And that's our special arrow that we could use if so we wished. Yeah, boy. Ooh, close. I keep going a little bit left. Oh, a little bit right that time. A little bit left. Oh, that was good. So you can see my little balls are filling up to the side of the bow there. My balls are full. Head back to the Guardian. So yeah, this is really well done so far. Really well done. I think obviously the player limit's a little low. I'm guessing this is another player maybe? But it is still in early access. Hello. What am I stuck on? The smooth locomotion seems to get stuck a little bit occasionally. That's because I can't actually go up there. But that's not too big a deal. You have I love it when a game has the mixed teleport and smooth locomotion. Big fan of it. I see you found your song, so now we've gone to another less noble class. The Hunter's Caller to Musket. It fires lead balls across a distance. I've not had much experience with it myself. Nope, let's not teleport into him. Menu. It's because I didn't use the same hand it thinks it wants me to use. It isn't progressing through the... Oh, I think it was. It's just because I didn't actually... Okay, right. So I've got this poison arrow and I've got this lead ball. So it's like if I put... Yeah, musketeer. So that the things you equip down there are the things which appear on your belt. I see. That's clever as well. That's clever as well. Your musket can fire ability orbs. Equip your ability orbs by choosing it from your inventory on the right and placing it into the slot beneath your weapon on the left inventory screen. To load an ability orb into the musket, grab it using the grip button with your hand and place it in front of the gun. You also have a turret orb on your belt which can be deployed by grabbing it with the grip button and throwing it in the air. To tell the truth, I think such a device takes all the glory out of battle, but the mayor insisted I school you in everything, so go on, kill a dummy and let's move on. Not a fan, is he? Not a fan? What's this? I don't know. Nothing? Oh, now I've got one. Is that my turret thing? Perhaps. So I probably wanted to put this in my other hand. Where's the dummy? No idea what that does. If it's the turret, then it's... well, first of all, that starts mean to go on, so let's put it in my other hand. Now I don't have... Why don't I have them? Oh, there it is. Okay, why don't I have my little ability orb ball? But I do. It's there now. Okay, so... That's as fast as you can fire, which isn't too bad. There's a lot less damage than the bow. You can't sort of grab it to steady it or anything. There's no reload or anything. So it does seem like this is the sort of the easier of the ranged options, doesn't it? Okay, so let's grab this for the last one. Ooh, nice. Head back to the Guardian. Where is he? There he is. If you could teleport whilst moving, that would be the only addition I'd like to add to the locomotion. Hello. It's because I got my gun there. Hello. I'm glad that's over. Won't be a weapon I'd use anytime soon. And to teach you foraging as well. The villagers mutter that this is a job belonging to the elderly, but when lost in a forest you will see how important it becomes. Use the harvester tool to gather herbs, ore and other items. It's the pickaxe that shows up on your belt when your weapon is sheathed. Immediately dropped it. Head into the arena and collect 3 leaves of the Queen's Ear herb. It may be a bitter plant, but it will keep you going when you have nothing else. Harvest the herb, yeah. So with the pickaxe, you do have to keep the grip button held down. Give me that. Or it automatically added, you don't have to pick it up as well. I'm a Queen's Ear. Grab your harvester and hit me with it to collect me. Again, there's just a fractionary delay. I'm guessing that's because everything is done server side. So it just takes a little bit of time for it to actually communicate it back. So I'm hoping that maybe something that gets a bit faster the sort of bigger the game gets. Those leaves will nourish you in the darkest of times. They can also be sold to a merchant in town if you're in need of an extra dran or two. The spark... What have I got here? Why do I keep picking it up? I've got no idea what it is. Okay. The spark of a guardian lives within you yet, but we must fan it into flames. I've taught you all I know. Now all that's left is for you to prove yourself and your abilities for the sake of High Step. The King's Stag travels through the brush to the west of High Step, in the trees along the village. If you follow the path down the stairs to the market, head northwest through town to the trees that lay beyond. There you will find the beast. Take this map I have drawn. It should aid you in your journey. We are standing at the training grounds near High Step on the map. Your compass can guide you should you have any cause to leave the village. To use it, just grab it with your hand. It's located on your chest. You'll also want to take a look in your journal. It keeps track of all your duties and the things you discovered in your travels. Just turn the compass upside down while you're holding it and your journal will appear. Oh, I already figured that out. To turn the pages, oh, I suppose I should do it with the hand. It's direct me to, just in case. To put your journal away, grab it at the bottom of the spine in the middle of the book, then place it behind your back as you do in sheathing your... Of course, that's what it is. Oh, you've got the hang of it. Your compass and journal are valuable tools for you to use in your adventures. Do not neglect them. Before you leave, I will offer you this one last advice. There are dark hearts that surround our happy homes. Turn away from those that will try to tempt you into the depths of darkness with their pagan ways. Hello, magic. Choices that appear blue are related to the law of the world. Darkness? Surely you've heard of what curses before those who dabble in rune casting. For those who perform such evils, they risk the wrath of the Witch of Mulberth. Her devil worship is not something I would take lightly. Tell me more, please. What do you take me for, a mad pagan or a raven witch? If that is the dark path you seek, I will teach no such thing. The Mulberth Witch was the last to teach such pagan ways here. Hello, what are you? What are you? We have banished her to a damp cave near Lisa Falls. Be sure to give such places a wide berth. I will, sir. 100% definitely not go into those falls. Enough of that talk. Follow your map and mark to the Kingstad's location. The location is marked with a red stag head in the lower left corner of the map. Where's the map? That's my question. Where's the map? Ah, hello. So we are... Where the hell are we? Training grounds. We're here. I don't know where this stag head he says he mentioned. Well, there's the falls. We want to go there at some point. How are we doing for time? About half hour. Okay. So that's High Step. That's obviously... Oh, there's the stag head. I see it now. I see it now. Oh, sodden, what is that? My lord. Hunt the stag through the brush to the west of High Step in the trees along the village, blah, 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 blah. So we need to kill the stag. That's fine. We'll probably read all this at some point. Looting we've covered. Dying. Death is not a permanent status after dying. You can choose to wear your icon at the closest graveyard or player resurrect you. Your world. Don't know how long you have to wait to get a world. The wilds. If you die while in the wilds, all tradable items on your character will fall to the ground, able to be picked up by anyone. The wilds are the 3 PvP-enabled zones in OrbusVR. Okay. All begin with the word greater, or you'll be notified anyway. Okay then, so... What setup do we want? I'm feeling like we want to go with the bow. I'm feeling like the bow is the... Yeah, that's right. I feel like the bow is the way we want to go forward with this. So we've got a poison arrow. What else do we have? We have a fire rain arrow. A spread arrow. Piercing arrow, and a darkness arrow. Significant strike to a single target. I think that's one we want, isn't it? So let's put that there. It's a bit of a shame you can't swap between the bow and the sword quite quickly. Ranger tips, further, we already looked at that, didn't we? Warrior tips, swing long arching swings to achieve maximum damage. Interesting. Swinging too slow or short will only inflict minimum damage. Interesting. Move your shield. Warrior combos in the journal. Use the horn to attract the attention of your enemies. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So you can only do that if you got the only do that if you got the sword equipped. That's awesome. To use the warrior charge ability, hold down the trigger button with your sword hand, point it at your enemy, and once high to release the charge. Oh, beautiful. That's nice. The compass. By default, the compass is in party channel. This will transmit to members of your party. Fellowship channel. Allow you to communicate with members of your fellowship. Switch in your compass channel. Shake the compass. There will be an audible signal as well as the compass changing colour. Oh, I managed to turn it upside down. Go again. Okay. Oh, you can speak with members of your party or fellowship through the compass while separate by holding it to your mouth. That's a really nice touch, actually. Musketeer tips. Equip your ability orbs from the ability to smaller range explosion, shooting, and ability. I'm not too bothered about the ability orbs. I don't think the gun's the. What am I looking for? I don't know. The most skillful way of playing. Questing. You must complete the tutorial quest of Guardian Bar to begin the main story quest. Okay, we'll do that. So main story is a star. Side quest is an exclamation. Question mark quest complete. Market vendor is a little market sign thing. Dialogue apprentice smith. Okay. Safety features. Player muting. If you need to mute a player, personal bubble. You can temporarily mute everyone within the game by pressing the menu button on both controllers simultaneously. That's nice, actually. That's nice. Oh, that did not do it. Ah, because it's the B button it means. It means the B buttons. B and X. Don't know how I know that I'm muted, but there we go. To report a player, I'm not too bothered about reporting a player. You may not insult, harass, or threaten other players. That's fine. You may not offensive, discriminate. Yep. You may not violate other players' personal space and make offensive gestures. That's fine. I'm not planning on doing any of that. Don't impersonate other players. Do not exploit bugs. That's also fine. I'm good with all of that. Okay, so let's go down. Oh my word! It does not mess around with steps, does it? Really doesn't. So is that? That's a dude. So that's not a player. That's someone else. If you're looking to practice combat alone, make your own personal instance combat arena. It's right. Oh, okay, I see. Try and name someone you wish to practice. Okay. So this is high step then. Oh, there are loads of people around.
You have to hit him with the ice bolt first, and then just ice lance repeatedly.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, you just have to do it faster. That's all.
I'm just going to make sure that I did actually mute my audio. Enable broadcast and voice chat to other players. Disabled. Yes. Okay, because I don't want to have people listen to me talking about the game as I'm playing.
Just like slows down the healing at least, but
level 12. He's a bit of a beast, isn't he?
Okay. Hey, the dummy's behind you.
Okay, player house. To enter your house, grab the doorknob using the grip button to pull open the door.
You're hitting the wrong dummy.
Stop shooting at me then.
Ah, you can use a teleportation device to travel back to your home. Okay.
One of those.
Backer rewards. Well, I didn't back the game, technically, so I don't think he's going to have much for me. I may have some items for you based on your backer level. Let me check. Yeah, if you had anything, you got it now, but obviously I didn't back the game. I didn't actually know it was a Kickstarted game, to be honest. Otherwise, I probably would have thrown some money at it, so I did mess up a little bit there. Apologies to the OrbusVR devs. We'll just have a quick look, see... Don't know how that happened. Oh, because that's the actual sale menu, I see. Okay, so that's how the selling works. Potions, plants, more potions. Lots of market vendors. More potions. I don't really know how you tell which is which, or if they're all the same. To buy from Market Store, wave at them. Arcus also auctioned off once a month. You can complete a set of... see a complete list of Market Store rules on the community. So Market Stores can be, like, made by players? Is that what that's saying? Or ran by players? So he's got a quest, but all I want to do right now is want to finish off the training stuff before we finish the video for now. This is just going to be a quick look. I do want to pop in and out of the game as it develops. It is in early access at the moment, so it doesn't tell you where you are. I kind of like that, to be honest. Like it doesn't just have like a direction saying, follow this road, this marked out path. So we're in high step. We're probably up towards this end. So we want to come out of here and go left, basically. That's something I can take. What is it? Mine. That's what it is. It's not mine. I can't steal it. Okay. We'll ignore that then. So can we come out of here this way? We can. Nice. That's the stag. That's the stag. Give me an arrow. Ah, because then you have to switch to using the... So it's got a few of them, which is nice. So it's following the MMO rules of... Can't move very fast when you're got a bow out, which is fine. That makes sense. How am I doing for health? I don't know where my health is. Oh, I see. Oh, he's kicking my ass. That's what's happening. Yeah, I have perished. You may choose to awaken at the nearest graveyard or continue to wait in hopes someone takes pity upon your corpse and attempts to resurrect you. I guess I'll reawaken because, So what did I do so wrong there then? You can't move very fast with the bow out. Is it just normal speed? I think it's just normal speed. Oh, it's because it's...
Magic all the time.
It does get linked to where I'm pointing, because I did do that, didn't I? So if I'm pointing down, I'll go slower. Pointing up, I'll go slower. So I might want to actually disable that in the menu, so that isn't the case anymore. I do wish the bow could be rotated a little bit, because I don't know if it's partly because it's on Steam VR as well, so I'm assuming it supports the Vive. I mean, it's a pretty fair assumption, really. But I feel like where I have my hand now, that's where I'd want to be able to draw... Oh, you can. Oh, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. It's all fine. So I need to take care of one of these stupid stags then. So I'm going to start, hopefully, with a nice, powerful shot. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to miss that shot entirely to start with. And the next one. Move back immediately. And then just start wailing on him, basically. He's doing damage to me faster than I'm doing it to him. I'll have to get a little bit lucky, maybe. If I got that first shot. Nope. Okay. This is slightly harder than I might have anticipated.
Hey, Mark Cog.
So we need to get that first shot off, don't we? That's what we need to do. That first power shot. Hello? The hell is that? Is that like a fast travel? That's like a fast travel thing. That's cool. Very World of Warcraft. They had something like that in the Land of the Undead, didn't they? Wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we'll try this again. I might have to resort to using the sword and shield. I really want to get this shot on. Oh my god, he went straight for it. Yeah, see that first one then did a huge amount of damage. We're going to have no problem now. He says, it's getting close. There we go. Thank you. King Stag meat. Sweet. So let's return this to whatever the dude's name was. Trainee McGee is what we're going to call him. He is Trainee McGee. So we'll hand that in. Tiny feet again. Some of these people have really small feet. What am I? I can't see my feet. Let's have a look at a player's feet as we go past this. I like that there's this little area down here where there's people just helping each other out. That's really cool. That is really... Oh, and those little blue things, like, that's where you teleport up because you don't do stairs. I see. I figured that out. Oh, that dude's got a little pet. Level 18's got a little pet dragon. I wonder if that's one of the backer rewards. That's really cool. I'm sure there's maybe possibly a little bit of showing off with these higher level people. But I do love that there's everyone just gathered here just showing each other how to do stuff and they're helping each other out. I think that's amazing. It's one of the things you get with VR games, which obviously tend to be a bit smaller than, you know, something like WoW or something like that. The communities do tend to be a lot friendlier than I find with bigger games. You jump into something like, you know, the bigger a game is, the worse the community seems to be. You jump into like something like Call of Duty or League of Legends or something, the community doesn't seem to be ideal normally, in my experience. Whereas, awesome, and we've gone up a level. The day has finally come, man of the Antz. I will pass to you the mantle of Guardian of High Step, informally of course. We'll save the ceremony till after Bishop Roma's festival. Best hurry back to town now. The celebrations will be due to start soon, and I'm sure Chief Lethro will be happy to receive the stag meat. You can find Chief Lethro inside his kitchen most days. Look for the house with twin chimneys in the marketplace. His apprentice Francis stands on the street outside. Let's go away, I'm trying to read that. Selling freshly baked bread, a ploy for Lethro's behalf to rid himself of the young nuisance, I see. One last gift before you go, a lifeline of sorts if you find yourself lost and in quick need of a journey home. The teleportation device in your inventory can be equipped in either tool slot on your belt. Hold the device for 10 seconds and it will be activated, taking you to the interior of your player house. It can only be used once every 25 minutes and will not activate while in combat. So, can we equip that then? That's this thing, isn't it? Yes. Where does that go? It'd be nice if these flicked up and told you... It means one of these, doesn't it? Can I do it there? Oh, I can do it there. Okay, so you can have the pickaxe and the teleportation. That's cool. Okay. It'd be nice if I highlighted that and it was like, oh, that goes in this particular slot or whatever. Something pretty minor thing, though. Pretty minor thing. How are we doing time-wise? It's going to be like 40 minutes, something like that. 42 minutes. So let's go down to King Lethro's house. Ah, you can't cheat and go down the slope. That freaks me out. I think it should warn you it's about to do that. Twin chimneys. There are the twin chimneys. That'll be the dude selling bread, I guess, will it? Let's find out. Hello. Hello there, it's Manny the Antz, right? The whole town's talking about the new Guardian. What can I help you with? I'm looking for Chief Lethro. You're in luck. I'm his apprentice. He's right inside the kitchen in the house behind me. Once on the porch, grab the doorknob using the grip button and pull the door towards you to enter. Okie dokie. And that one doesn't have the little blue rings telling you that it's going to do that. Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm struggling to get close enough to do that a little bit. There. Ooh, and that just flicks you inside again. Okay. Maybe a slight, just a couple of seconds of fade would help with the transition there. I'm assuming it's loading. Might because I put it on Ultra that it's struggling a little bit more than you'd expect. Unless it's server-side stuff again, who knows. So before we deal with him, let's look down in his basement. Is there anything worth stealing? Because that's the first thing you need to worry about in all of these things. What can I steal? What can I sell to get some money early on in the game? Can I grab any of these things? I cannot. Damn it. Nothing is stealable. Okay. So I can't like take that cleaver. Can't really get very close. I think it's because I started the game up when I stood a lot closer to my desk. So it hasn't really... Where I moved back to avoid smashing my monitor when I was doing the sword stuff, it hasn't really accounted for that in terms of play space. That's fine. Quest icon bug. There is a known bug with Chief Lethro with the quest icon above his head. Chief will give you the quest, a Demanding Chef, followed by a Demanding Chef 2 after you complete a tutorial quest. If the quest icon does not appear after turning in the quest a Demanding Chef, wave at Lethro. Ah! How cool is that? They can do stuff like that as well. High Step ain't seen a thing like this in 100 years. It's not every day a new High Bishop takes a seat at my table. We're the last stop on his tour of the Midlands. He's no doubt eaten delicacies from all across the country, but he's yet to indulge in High Step cuisine. We must make the festival one for history books. Have you heard? Have you heard? Yes, man of the Antz, you're to be a guardian soon, aren't you? How did your final exam treat you? The High Step Guardians are a long and noble tradition. Both warrior and academic, with just the right amount of charisma to command our little army of villagers should the need approach. We must make the festival one for the history books. Can I do anything, I guess? If you want to help, I could do with your services. Tonight's food has to be the best. I'm drawing on all my studies at La Fleur for this meal. My entrees call for several ingredients that grow outside the confines of our little village. Bring me back the herbs needed and there will be a dran or two at dinner for you. Head down towards Sen's farm to the south of town or look towards the lowland woods for the herbs. What little herbs I have left are sitting on the table beside you if you need to get familiar with them before heading out. That's clever as well, I like that. Check your journal for quest objectives, yep. So like willowy, not willowy thing, what do they call it? Reed. Reed and leaves, okay. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. The last thing I wanted to do was look at the blacksmith person. I think it was over here, just to see what sort of thing they had. Obviously not really in a position to do much about it at the moment, but let's take a little look. I'm assuming leveling up doesn't require anything. Oh, that's just the people nearby. I'm assuming leveling up doesn't require anything on our person. It doesn't require us to do anything, is what I'm trying to say there in the worst way possible. Hello there, how are you doing today? Can I help you? Ooh.
Forgot I turned level up.
Because we haven't really looked at it before.
Wait, are you trying to do the portal thing?
You can see.
Yeah.
You can see here with this dude what I meant about doing the gesture control magic.
Wait, I know.
Okay. Hang on, let me stand inside you real quick.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. The fact you stand inside them.
draw 3 lines. One in the middle, one to the left, one to the right, then connect them.
No. Oh no.
And it might be a little bit easier to do it that way. Did I get it without ever getting the resurrection one?
So that way.
Hey, you're going the wrong
Wait,
way with your.
For the
Yeah.
view?
I just
See, so you can see what I mean. I was kind of a bit engrossed in the conversation there, to be honest. You can see what I mean about the gesture-based magic. So you get the wand, and rather than just clicking a button to throw a fireball, you have to do a particular gesture to cast a spell, which is really cool. So what's she saying? Hello there, how are you doing today? Can I help you with anything?
Are you making? Okay, make.
She doesn't sell stuff.
A long line and.
Okay, interesting. Come back when you have blah blah blah.
What?
Isn't it the
Take durability damage when you perish. Oh, I probably need to do that then.
Resurrection.
Certain items cannot be repaired. Equipment that is not needed can be broken down into shards. The apprentice smith will also buy some unwanted items and blah blah blah.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so we'll have to worry about how we get new equipment at some other point. So for now, then, I'm going to leave that there. But that is OrbusVR. Really promising start. Like I say, it is early access. So there isn't... there isn't a lot to do. That's not really what I want to say. There's a lot to come, is what I should say. There's a good number of people around at the moment. It's only just, I think, the end of January, I think it became available, the 31st of January. So it's relatively new still, but there's a decent number of players around in this first area. I mean, and I don't know how many servers they have or anything, but it seems like if you get a tall stuck, you could easily come back here and get some help. So that's a really cool touch. That's a really cool little part of the game. I like that there's someone there who's obviously put their headset down on a table. So they just sunk through the floor. That's awesome. You can tell because their hands are the same level as their head. So yeah, their controllers are on the table next to their headset. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I really like this. Something like this would please don't feed the tigers. It is something that VR is sort of needed, really. A bigger game with a lot of community aspects to it. Like I say, there are other MMO games in development. I haven't tried them, so I don't know how they compare. But so far, I don't know if any of them are available now, actually. But there are other ones available. But this is really nice. I really like it. It's quite a quaint little style. I don't know if going from medium to ultra made a huge amount of difference, but it is Unity, so it's gonna. I mean, if you've got a system which can run VR, you're gonna be able to run it without any problems at all. I also like in Unity because you can change the size of the monitor screen quite easily by holding Shift when you start the game. So I can change the output window to be a suitable size for my recording. So I always love a Unity game. It makes it so much easier in that regard. So there we go. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to do another one. I was going to leave it a little bit, but I might jump back in fairly soon, maybe next week or something, and do another one. Get hold of the magic and have a go at that. So it does seem like a really interesting game. It's one I want to play a lot more of, certainly. And this is where you can just come and just farm some XP, I guess, by just kicking the crap out of some creatures. That's cool. I love this little dragon. I love this little dragon. Look at it. It's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. All right. Yeah, well, I'm going to leave that there then. So thank you once again to the developers, or the PR company that's working on behind the developers. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but thank you very much to the person who contacted me and offered me the game. That's amazing. Like I said, it's something I've been keeping my eye on anyway, so it's awesome to have that. But I do like to point out that I have been given it for free, although I wouldn't have minded paying for this game based on what I've seen so far anyway, so it's cool nonetheless. If you've enjoyed the video at all, please do let me know, or please do let me know. Oh, I suppose let me know, yeah, but also click the like button. That'd also be awesome. I think I said awesome too many times, didn't I? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and any questions, comments, leave them down below. If you'd like to see more of this in the immediate future, let me know and I will definitely get some done for you. Like I say, I might leave it a week till I do another one, just because I've got a few other things on the go. Sirento in particular is out when this video comes out the same day. So Sirento will be recorded tomorrow and out Wednesday, starting that off, which was donated by the wonderful Indy Benito, who gifted it to me on Steam. So thank you very much to Indy in advance for that. I was hoping to do it earlier, but the full release got pushed back a few weeks, so I left it until the full release was out. So that's coming tomorrow. So yeah, but do let me know if you want to see any more of this immediately, and I'll get on that as soon as I can. Hopefully, I will see you on Wednesday for our regular stream at 6 PM UK time. We're doing Dragon's Dogma. We started it last week. A lot of fun. Some really interesting mechanics to it. I'm really enjoying it so far. If you haven't seen it, come along and take a look. If you have seen it and played it, come along and help me out, because, I do need some help sometimes, as I'm sure you're all aware. Otherwise, I will see you next time in OrbusVR when we come back soon, or I'll see you in whatever other magical VR adventure we are taking part in the next time you pop along. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.